Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do a quick walkthrough of my gun setup, night vision setup for hunting hogs at night. Hunting here in the Florida Panhandle, a ton of hogs and they're pretty damaging. If you have to take them off of a piece of property, my preferred method is trapping. I've done a video on that. You can get a lot more hogs with a trap than you ever can with a rifle. But sometimes you're just not in an area where you can build a trap, or you have some that have been trapped before and gotten out that will not go into a trap. And they're smart animals, they learn. So, I've gotten calls with them digging up, waterfront property and stuff. And the best thing at that point is to go in there at night when you know they're moving around, preferably when you got a little bit of moonlight to help you. Get the wind in your face and walk right up on them and shoot them. Closest I've shot a standing hog is 10 yards. Once you shoot one, the whole group just takes off running in all different directions if you're shooting suppressed, because they hear the bullet hit the other hog, which is as loud as a subsonic round fired out of this rifle. So if I don't have a light on them, then they're going to run all different directions. And on that note, let me tell you, I've seen people shooting with green lights, red lights, white lights. I've tried all of them. Any hog that's been hunted before, if you shine a light on it, it's going to leave. It's not going to hang around and try to figure out what the bright light is. It's gone. I've seen hogs run from me from as far away as 150 yards when I'm looking for coyotes, hit them with a red spotlight, and they take off. They're not crazy. They're very smart, and they don't live that long by being stupid. So that being said, this is my preferred setup. I like subsonic. I have shot them supersonic. With this, it still helps. Sounds like a 22, although the hogs are going to be able to tell where it's coming from. And if you're shooting them out in a big field, you might as well shoot them supersonic, because you're going to get more shots anyway. But in tight, in wooded areas, subsonic to me is the best. But you got to shoot them in the head. I don't care what I'm shooting them with. Shot placement is what matters. You got to hit them in the forehead above the eyes. You got to hit them in the brain. From the side, shoot them between the eye and the ear. If they're kind of facing away from you a little bit, shoot them right in the hollow of the ear where the skull joins the spine. You'll drop them like a rock. Big boars, don't bother shooting them in the body. You can shoot them with a 308, something like that. Yeah, you'll kill them with that. I've shot them with 30-06 and they still run off. So if you don't get a pass through, then you're not going to have much of a blood trail because of the fatty tissue on their skin. They're hard to find without a good dog. So anyway, during the day I run a 300 blackout, so I needed something to get above that. And the reason that I don't try this at night, I've tried different red dots at night. You have to shine a light on them, because hogs being gray and black, you can see them in a full moon, you can see the hog. As soon as you turn that on, put that big reticle in front of it, hog disappears. All you're going to see is a reticle. So, and like I said, you shine a light on them, they haul butt. So I decided to go with an infrared laser. This is not the most expensive one. This is an aim shot. I paid 99 bucks for this on Amazon with shipping. Has the pressure pad. I mount it right behind my handle so that whenever I pick the rifle up, if I want to turn the laser on, I simply mash up with the knuckle of my thumb. Laser comes on. Had this thing on here 2.5, 3 years. Never had a problem with it. Granted, it's not the most expensive. That's just how it is. It doesn't weigh much. Time you put this on here, this gun starts weighing a lot. So take that into consideration, especially if you're going to carry a 30-round magazine with it, because you probably ain't going to get 30 shots off. You might. You're shooting them out in a big field, you might. But so I got a 1 3/4 riser that mounts in front of my flip-up sights, so I don't have any issue there. During the day, I can see the reticle, the EOTech. This thing comes up to the base, so I can see just fine over it. There's no reason to take this off. And then the other thing I got is a Bushnell Equinox Z. I've had this for a while. For a long time, I just used it to find them. And then I finally just decided the best thing to do, since it's not a scope, this is a digital night vision. So you're looking at an LCD screen. The advantage to that is you can use it during the day. The downside to it is, if you want to video it, it has an SD card port on the bottom. It's a lot grainier looking. However, it's got a fairly decent IR out to 50 yards. 60 yards I can see just fine. I haven't tested it beyond that because frankly I haven't tried to shoot any hogs beyond that. But when you turn this thing on, you're going to get an LCD screen that you're looking at. And so you have to have the IR on. If you don't have a lot of ambient light, you're not going to see anything at all. So you got to turn on the IR. I found the best setting to reduce any reflection, any flashes in the scope or in the monocular is the IR2 setting with this. I paid $200 for this. It came with a Picatinny rail mount. I paid another 10 each for the quick release and for the riser, and $100 for that. So before shipping, I'm under $350, and it works just fine. I mean, all you're really trying to do with this is figure out where the laser is. It doesn't have to be in the middle of the screen, just so happens mine is. But if you're a little bit off, as long as you can see the laser, see the hog, you're good. Like I said, shot placement is what really matters. So that's what I run. Would I like to run, you know, a Gen 4 head mount? Yeah. I also don't have $40,000. So this is an affordable setup for me. And that's why I went with it, because can you do better? Absolutely. Thermal would be my preferred method, but you know, the cheapest thermal I've seen is a pulsar for $2,000. So your field of vision on those, you know, the cheaper they are, the less field of vision you have. And the really good ones, I mean, if you're serious, if you're one of these guys that's going to be sponsored, if you're going to be doing this, getting paid to do it, yeah, you're probably going to drop $6 grand on your setup. But I'm not going to do that because I can't really justify it for what I do. But anyway, that's what I have. Now, if you have a suggestion, glad to hear it. If you just don't like guns or hunting, don't bother commenting, because it doesn't matter to those of us that do. We understand your point of view. We happen not to agree with it. So, and obviously I know you'll give me the thumbs down, but hey, that's all right too. I don't really care. Let me know if you have any questions. I can link these in the description so you can see what it is I'm shooting. And good luck with that. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, hit the little notification bell, subscribe to the channel. Thanks again. See you next time.